Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Franchise Mode, Montreal Canadiens. Another free agency episode, always fun to do these. And we got a big decision to make now. We need a D-man. Right now we have 5 D-man that can play, but we still need another defenseman. However, one sec, before I go to defenseman, let me show you of what I've done. I've just offered these guys a contract. I have offered a depth defenseman. I've offered Linus Nassen. I don't know how to say his name, but I figured why not? He is a top 6 defenseman. Technically, I could play him, but I'm going to keep him as a depth defenseman, barring injury. Now, I only signed him to a 1-year deal in case he does complain about ice time. Some guys do, some guys don't. If he's a top 6 defenseman playing in the minor league, he might start getting really mad. So, if he does start complaining, I'll trade him away, and that's okay. That's why I got him for the 1-year deal. But if he doesn't complain, then I will be, I'll keep him for sure. His potential 7th defenseman, so he might drop back down to a 7th defenseman, I don't know, but looking at his stats, I mean, he's just an offensive defenseman. I thought, why not get him for the minor league, and a great guy to bring up for injuries. He does have 87 stick checking, 80 defensive awareness, so he's not too bad defensively, and the big thing is skating. 99 endurance, everything else of that in the 90s, pretty crazy, so I signed him, why not? Kind of an experimental thing as well. I don't know how a guy like this is going to perform, and we're in a rebuilding stage right now, so why not? For the depth forwards, I got Lane Bauer, kind of a two-way guy again. Skating is excellent. Balance and endurance is really weak compared to the others, but yeah, I kind of got him for the minor league, as well as Bumistrov. This is the guy, yeah. Bumistrov is going to be the depth guy for the NHL in case of an injury. Just kind of a really good two-way. And then I got Stefan Seeger and Mikhail Bumistrov. I just realized, are these two brothers? Bumistrov? Yeah, I think they are. Well, they might not be, but I can't see where they're from right now. Oh well. But yeah, so just more guys for the AHL to fill out that team. Now, in terms of the big signing, something that's going to affect the NHL team a lot, we obviously are going to do a defenseman, and the guy I'm going to go after is Jonas Brodin. Now, the reason why I'm going after him is it's not because of the 90 overall, which is nice. It's not because of the top 2 defensemen, which is nice. It's because of the specific stats I'm looking for. As soon as I looked up his stats, because in the last episode, I kind of just went right past him down to the guys below him because I didn't need a top 2 defenseman. But, after the episode, I went back and did my scouting like I do after every episode. I do a shit ton of trade scouting, player scouting off camera, way more than I do recording. More than I should, I think. But, I do it anyways, and I came back to him just to check him out, and the first thing that jumped out was 98 discipline. That is insane. A great mentor for the leaders. He's got 86 poise. If we actually sort everything by poise, you'll see that the top guy is only an 88. We got a few guys at 86. Or no, yeah, he might be at 86. And then we got a guy at 88. We got Dumba at 89, and Murray and Severson at 88. Now, 86 compared to 88 or 89, in the grand scheme of things, really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Severson, Murray, and Dumba especially Dumba, have terrible discipline, and 98 discipline just shatters everything else. I'd rather have a 98 discipline to a 75 discipline than an 89 poise to an 86 poise. So, yeah. And looking at his defensive stats, 89 defensive awareness, it would have looked a bit nicer if it was a 90, but I'll take it for sure. 90 stick checking and 92 shot blocking. Just crazy defensive guy. He's a two-way guy. He's definitely got good puck skills, good passing and puck control, good skating. He can keep up with Galchenyuk. He's not the most physical guy, but he can definitely dish out the body, and he has good durability. And in terms of what he wants, he wants a 5-year deal for 7.4. Okay, let's check out what kind of deal I can give him here. So, first of all, let's not just give him a deal. Let's check out, make sure whatever we give him lines up with the rest of the contracts on the team. And one thing about him, I'm not going to be throwing my checkbook at him like I did Gaudreau. I'm going to offer him, one competitive offer. If he says no to that, well then, it's whatever. I'm not going to go out of my way to get him. We don't need him like we needed Gaudreau. We really needed that top-line sniper, so we had to kind of dish out whatever Gaudreau wanted. I'm just going to give him a competitive offer. If he says no, he wants more money, then whatever. I'll move on to a different guy. Now, looking at, in 1 year, are we going to have any issue? We have $19 million. I don't know why I'm looking at it, but just in case I'm missing anything, we have no big signings a year from now. We have Delmore, who's probably going to grow. We have Eakin, Uselin, Strome. So we do have some guys, but $19 million, going to cut down to no more than, we're going to have at least 10, probably around 13 left over. We're going to be fine next year. The year after that, we got Wilson. Anybody else? Gallagher. Okay. 2 big signings there. No, so that's it for year 2. And then in the 3rd year, we got Sergachev, who's a bust. We got Honka, Lemaire, Granado. Okay, so that's a big year. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 years. That is a big year. Granado, Lemaire, and Honka. We're going to have to dish out serious money to them. And in a few years, I imagine Lemaire is going to be crazy good. Crazy good. So, let's offer Brodin 3 years. Now, he wants 5 years for $4 million. Or not $4 million, $7.4 million. I'm going to give him 3 years at... I'm going to give him 7.65. He wants 7.8. I'm not going to throw my checkbook. I'm going to give him a few years less, and I'm going to give him 7.65. Again, I'm not throwing my checkbook at him. If he says no, I will go down to a guy below him. But I did that. I mean, it's a competitive offer. It's not exactly what he was asking for, but $7 million. That's a shitload of money, if you ask me. So, let's see what he's going to say to that. So, Burmistrov accepts. Both of them do. Seager, Bauer, Linus, and Brodin still hasn't made up his mind. Rejected. Oh, shit! My roster is full! Holy shit, okay, so he actually did want to sign with me. Okay, that's good to know. So, I guess he did accept my offer, it's just, we can't accept him. Shit, I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that. Okay, who am I gonna trade away here? Who do we got? Who's a shitty overall? Anybody? Who are you? 7th defenseman? Yeah, I'll get rid of you. I'll just dish you to Anaheim. I'll just get a... Like, what do I want? Just a 6? I'll ask for a 6th round pick. Trade accepted, yep. Just need to clear out one roster spot. So, I guess I'm gonna offer him the same deal. The same deal. I don't see why I wouldn't. No teams are interested. So, yeah, I'm gonna give him the same offer. 7.65 and 3 years. Man, when it first came up showing that he didn't accept, I got a little bit scared, not gonna lie, but I'm glad it was just because of that. So, actually, we got a player to meet with. I wonder who. Who do we got to meet? Burmistrov, okay. Glad to join the team. Okay. I can't do a team meeting. I wish I could. Oh well. I'd like to get that chemistry up at like a 90. That would be really nice to see. Haven't had it that high before. Come on, Brodin, join the team. There we go. Okay, so cash offer was most generous. It was quite easy to make up my mind. I guess I didn't even give you all of the money you asked for, but okay. I'll take it. Take a look at who's left in free agency. Geez, still big value names. That's crazy. Marchand and Strawman haven't even got offered a contract. That is kind of crazy if you ask me. So, taking a look at defense now. Now, I did only sign him to a 3-year deal, I know, but I'm looking to keep him long-term. You know, I just wanted to match him up with those deals so we can get all the contracts straight. I mean, Galchenyuk and Gaudreau is 4 years, so the year after that, we're going to have a big 2 off seasons right there. Shit, a huge 2. I'm so lucky I got Beaulieu down long term. I'm really happy about that. Pool Party I've got locked down long term. He might be a bust. I'm going to be so disappointed. His trade value is still high, so it's looking good. Let's take a look at D-Man, though. What do we got going into next season here? So we got Brodin, Beaulieu, Honka, Provanov, Uselin, and Shanum. Now, I'm not going to rush Granato, but if he ends up being just a depth defenseman, I will play him in the NHL because we can play him alongside Brodin to really help him grow. That might give us too many defensemen. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I'm guessing we're going to trade Shanum. He's a bust, low elite potential. I mean, looking at his stats, nothing good. Nothing is spectacular, even for a top 6. Even for a top 6, I would like to see all of the defense categories, like minimum 87. You know, I want a shutdown guy, top 6. So, you know, I might trade Shanum anyways and bring up Granato. You know, even if Granato doesn't become a top 6 defenseman, because we can put him alongside Brodin. And also on top of that, Brodin is also going to give us a lot of flexibility when it comes to pairings. We can go Brodin, Granato, and then have a filthy top 4 with Honka and Beaulieu. Or we can go Brodin and Honka, try and grow Honka even more. He is in his last year to grow, so maybe we do put him with not Beaulieu. Maybe we should put Honka with Brodin to help him grow as much as he can before he caps off, and then as soon as he caps off, play Brodin with Granato. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That sounds the best to grow all of our D-man. Let Granato play on the top 6 pairing for the first part of the season, maybe even top 4 with Beaulieu. You know, maybe I can do that. Uselin and Provanov are set to be top 6 is what it's looking like. We trade Shanum, and then we play Granato with Beaulieu for part of the season, and then Honka and Brodin. Once Honka is 26 and all of his stats are capped off, we then put, Granato with Brodin. Because by then, Granato will have good playing time on top 4. He won't have too much ice time. I think that's the way to go. I hope I explained myself pretty good. We also got Vinko coming up, and we also got Norin. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he might be a bust. 20 years old, only 66 overall. But Vinko's looking quite nice. He's looking like he's going to become a good developed guy. I mean, look at his stats. 81, 81, basically 80 across the board defensively. For a defensive defenseman, so far, he's promising. You know, 81 discipline as well. 18 years old and he has 72 poise. That is crazy. You know, we got Granato over here, 68 poise at 21. So Vinko is looking like a real good pickup. The trade value isn't too good, but I think his overall is going to be really good. If not, his stats are going to be really nice. Now, goaltenders, Carey Price is on the block for sure. We got Bannock, who's coming up. So far, it looks like he's going to fill out his potential, but Carey Price is down for 1 more year. I'm absolutely not going to bring him back. He hasn't worked out, and I don't want to dish out $7 to $8 million for a goaltender who's not going to be performing that well. You know, we got to look at consistency, and consistently, he's been terrible. So, whether I just let him go to free agency, I know that's not going to be a popular opinion, but realistically, trying to make a trade with him in it is going to be damn near impossible to make. I'm going to try, though. I definitely am going to try. And then forwards, we're all set for that. We got our 12 forwards. No need to talk about that. But yeah, a little bit of a shorter episode. For once, it's going to be a short episode when I think it's going to be. Usually I say it and it's going to be like a 30-minute episode. Looking like it's going to be under 20 minutes today. Because I didn't get too much done in this episode, but I'm definitely going to get things going next episode. Definitely going to get another episode out the day after this. I just wanted to wait a couple days, try and get a few people's opinions in. So that's why this episode didn't get posted right away, but we got a solid team. You know, time to go to preseason, get our lineup, and get your guys' thoughts on the team. And then that's about it. Next episode, we will get shit going. So we basically completely sold out all of our tickets. That's really nice to see. So I guess I'm going to keep the ticket prices as they are. 96% sold. That's probably going to go up a little bit by the time we get to the actual season, because right now it's mid-off season. But yeah, I'm really liking the ticket prices. In terms of money, I really think we're generating a lot, and it's really going to show this upcoming season. Looking at how much we can upgrade and all of that, really going to take a look at if we did make more money last year. And as always, my wonderful boss has gave me $0.19 million to work with. Thank you. I always love your generous, huge donations of money. Owner goals, he wants us to win the Stanley Cup. Oh my god. So, I guess that was one thing about signing Brodin. He is a top 2 defenseman, so it is going to jack up expectations, but I feel like if we trade Carey Price, that will go down. He wants us to... Holy shit. So he wants us to win our regular season home opener. That can definitely be done. So upgrade club seating. I can definitely do that. And then first in our conference again. If I trade Carey Price, I think that's going to go down. So I might trade him before the season starts or midway through the season. So I can upgrade this in the off-season. I don't know how much it's going to cost to upgrade, though. It says in the off-season, my bad, but I don't know how much it's going to cost. So I definitely don't want to spend all my money. And, shit, we only have $3 million to repair everything. Not looking good. I don't think we're going to have enough money to repair it, especially if we make the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs, we might have a chance, because it's going to cut off a lot of time in the season to save up some of that money. Besides that, though, I don't see us fulfilling that at all. But let's just simulate up to preseason, get the lines going. I'm going to take a look to see if Granato has improved. Hopefully he jumped up a lot. So far in this franchise mode, nobody's really jumped. We haven't seen any huge jumps in the offseason. Maybe that doesn't happen anymore. It used to happen all the time. People would have crazy jumps. So Honka's still an 85. That's too bad to see. Yeah, let's take a look at Defenseman. Go to Granato. Is he here? He isn't here. Go to the system. He's only an 80, so yeah, it doesn't look like people jump this year, but look at that. So, wow, he's becoming a real solid defenseman. He's a depth defenseman now. 80 overall at 21 years old. So, I mean, he's 21. We do need to get him growing. He's already got 80s for defense. He's a great skater, and he's got an all-right shot. He's good passing, but just really a decent player at best. So, I am going to bring him up, though. At least for the preseason to get shit going. Sergachev, Subban, Nelson, you all go down. There we go. So yeah, we got one too many D-man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shanum is on his way out. I think we should get rid of Shanum and Carey Price at the same time in the same deal. So Bannock is now an 80 overall. That's good. And then Van isn't looking like he's fulfilling his potential. I mean, it's high. He better. I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't. But yeah, let's go to forwards. What do we got going on? So yeah, let's take a look at our lineup. Wow, so I was wrong. Well, not completely wrong, but Strome did jump up to an 85, and I hope I do cut some stuff out while I'm editing. I hope I kept in the last episode I said Strome might jump up to an 85. From all these years of playing EA Sports NHL, you just know the game inside out. I called it that he would jump up to an 85. I hope I didn't cut that out. I'd look like a fucking genius, but you know, usually I don't like power forwards, but he might be an exception. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been biased towards him so far because of the fact he's been a power forward. You know, I didn't call him up for injuries, but he's starting to prove me wrong. He really is. I mean, look at skating. That is just incredible. All 90s. He's got 95 durability, 89 strength. He's not aggressive, so he's not a bad power forward. Usually they take a lot of penalties. He's not aggressive, but he's good strength, 84 discipline. Defensively is where he needs to improve for sure. His shot's incredible, and even puck skills are pretty satisfactory. Passing, I want that to get up though. If passing and defensively can get up there, and offensive awareness, I think he could be a real solid player. But that's just the thing about power forwards. They're not really an all-round player. Almost all the time they have something wrong with them. And in terms of Strome, he is 22, he can still grow, but, I mean, passing at a 76 and defensive awareness at a 78, that's just not good enough. But we got Galchenyuk, Goudreau, and Pool Party. I think we have to grow him. It's looking like he's a bust. I hate to say it, but it's looking like he's a bust, which sucks, because basically we traded Shea Weber for nothing. But we got Hurdle, Wilson, and Gallagher. Wilson's back down to a third liner, so maybe we play Lemaire. You know, 5-star shooting. He's not... Actually, he's better than Strome defensively. I say we give him a shot. I do think we should. Again, I'm kind of biased towards Strome. I have to be. I'm not a fan of the power forward. He can prove me wrong, though. Right now, he has a spot on the team, so trust me, that speaks volume. It speaks volumes towards how good he is. Because he's getting the spot on the team as a power forward. I am going to put Lemaire above him, though. He doesn't have the best face-offs, so I am going to put him as a winger. We got Wilson, Strome, and Wilson. And then Radulov, Bastain, and Burmistrov? No. Didn't we have somebody else instead of him? I thought we did, no? Didn't we have somebody else instead of Burmistrov? Let's go to roster moves here. I think I did. What the fuck happened here? Let's go to system. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. I know what I was gonna do. Is it Delmore? Yes, it was. I was gonna play Delmore. He is a fourth liner. He has good defensive stats. It's time to have a youth movement on the team, so that's what it was going to be. So this is what the lineup is looking like offensively. Defensively, I am going to go Honka Brodin. I'm going to go Beaulieu and Granato. I have to bring him up, but I'm going to put Granato instead of Shanum. And then Uselin and Provanov. Provanov, he is a bust in terms of what his potential is, but for this year, he's fine. Him and Uselin. Uselin can still grow, but he's alright. Again, they're not the best, but they will do for this year. That's about it, though. If you have any suggestions on what to trade Price and Shanum for, let me know.